Hi everyone. I must admit, post Olympics, I thought, oh, I'll stop doing these weekly previews. Takes a little bit of time to research, etc. But then I started having a look at this week, and I thought, well, I resurrected it because I like to know what's going on. I'm sure quite a few people don't realise what's going on, so I might as well just share the information I come up with because there's some Tunbridge athletes involved in some of the fixtures, etc. So it's always good to know exactly who they might be up against and who else might be running, etc. And on that basis, there's a Watford British Milers Club gold standard fixture tomorrow, which is Wednesday the 21st of August. And actually, the fields are pretty good. The fields are pretty good. The 800 and 1500. Men's 800 has Justin Davis, Archie Davis, who's done 144 at his very best. He's done 147 this year. Justin Davis probably looking to get in the 145s. It looks a bit breezy though, the forecast. And James Gormley dropping down to try an 800, which you get at this time of the year. People giving other distances a go. The women's race got Abigail Ives, who's done 201 this year, 159 at her very best. Corrie McGee, who's done 159. USA 1500 metre runner normally. Kai Malanga, Katie Snowden, who's obviously broken 2 minutes, and Gabrielle Jennings from the USA. So you got some of the Americans floating around the UK as well. So they try and get into some of the big meetings in Europe to come. Then in the 1500s, we've got, I think, the fastest two are Joe Wigfield and Henry McCluskey, done 3:36, but there's plenty of people in there, like James McMurray's done 3:37, Joe Tuffin 3:39, Jack Gum 3:38, and others. So, if conditions are reasonable, you'd expect a few to go under 3:40 in that race. And then on the women's side, we've got a few from the States again, like Taryn Rawlings, who's done 4:11. And then we've got Erin Wallace and Kate Axford from the UK, done 4:06, 4:08. So decent fields. A bit worried about the size of the men's 1500 field, about 18 in it. Got to be a bit careful when they're all so closely matched. But that should be on Vinco Sport Wednesday evening, 21st. There's a few other domestic fixtures I'll just go through. Saturday the 24th of August, we've got the Manchester International. It could be on the England Athletics YouTube channel. That's between 12 noon and 3:45. It features teams from the National League, Wales, Scotland and England. Not too much information readily available on that. It might be with a bit of more research, but it shouldn't have to delve around that much to find teams, etc. You got the Monument Mile Classic in Stirling, which probably I think will be live on the Monument Mile Classic YouTube channel. And in that, we've got probably the star name is Cooper Teare from the States, who is over in the UK, and he ran 3:33 at the British Milers Grand Prix about a week ago. And there's others in there like Henry McCluskey. And then on the women's side, on the mile, Rachel MacArthur, who's done 4:06 1500 from the States, is down to race. And then going on in Cardiff, off the track, but on the road in Butte Park, are the races that go under the Podium 5K with a Home Nations elite race with teams competing. I think that starts at about 5 o'clock. Could be again on sportshoes.com, and I can't easily find the fields for that. Monument Mile, by the way, you can find all on Open Track. It's got a full list of all the entrants there. So there you go. And then we're back into Diamond League, and on Thursday the 22nd in Lausanne, Switzerland, we got on BBC Two at 7 o'clock. We've got the Diamond League there. We've got men's 400. We've got Brits Charlie Hobson and Matthew Hudson-Smith on the start list. The 800, you've got the Olympic champion Wanyonyi against Arop from Canada and Hoppel, plus Elliot Giles from the GB. 1500, you've got Cole Hocker against Jakob Ingebrigtsen, a rerun of the Olympic final, but you also got Timothy Cheriot in there, and then George Mills. It's going to be intriguing when you see some of these races, what the likes of Ingebrigtsen going to go for. In my opinion, he's sort of transformed the sport in many ways. How people race, how people train, gets a bit of stick, but to my mind, he's one of the stars of the show as far as middle distance and 5,000 metre running are concerned. Women's 3,000, you've got Melissa Courtney Bryant in a good field there with Taye from Ethiopia, who's done 8:19, being the fastest in there. Women's 800 should be interesting with Gemma Reekie, Mary Moore, and also Georgia Bell dropping down from 1,500. I'll just mention the 200. We got the Olympic champion Letsile Tebogo in that. So that's on Thursday evening, BBC Two, 7 o'clock, Diamond League from Lausanne. And then you go on to Sunday, where there's another Diamond League. It's on the red button from Silesia. It's channel 970, and that has got some really stacked fields. The men's 3,000 meters it is this time. Got Aragari, Barega. Then we got Jakob Ingebrigtsen, Grant Fisher, Kajelcha, George Mills, and plenty of others in there. I think surely these guys are going to be looking at world record paces and attacking that post-Olympics, especially somebody like Jakob. That's what he's got to really cement his season with, is perhaps a world record somewhere. El Bakkali goes in the 3,000 metre steeplechase, and he won the gold medal in Paris. And then we've got Kenneth Rooks from the USA, got the silvers in there as well. 800's intriguing. There's 5 people who have run 141 in there and 4 that have run 142. You got Max Bergin, Ben Patterson from the UK, Sajati from Algeria is in there, who was the favourite but didn't win the Olympics. And then the 1,500, you've got Georgia Bell, Melissa Courtney Bryant, and Reve Walcott-Nolan from the UK. Jess Hull, perhaps the favourite in that, but again should be intriguing. Georgia Bell seems to be unfazed by all the races, etc. And there's a women's 1,000 metres, Gemma Reekie sort of maybe heading that one. And again, Tebogo goes over 200 against Kenny Bednarek from the States. So, a couple of really good Diamond League fields as we head further on, and looking forward to Zurich and Brussels, etc. towards the end of the season. So, plenty to look forward to. I don't know whether they're world record attempts, but I suspect there could be a few over the next few weeks. Should be really good as people put their seasons to it, bring their seasons to an end. So I look forward to all of that. Some in the UK, some on the continent, and hope you have a good week.